In today's time, the price of everything is skyrocketing, including the prices of homes. This makes it almost impossible for the most of the population to afford a house. Having and building a house has become a luxury and not a necessity anymore. But have you ever noticed that if it is becoming unaffordable for everyone and no one is buying it, then why are the prices only going up? Who is buying it? And if the prices will only go up, then who will buy it in the coming future? Keep watching this video until the end to know all the dynamics behind this. Having a house is like building a bedrock for the financial freedom of the future. Once you book a home, you build a life around it and you can call it yours. A house provides a sense of independence and security to every person. But that sense of security is now in danger because of the inflation in the property community. Over a period, affordability has only become a dream when it comes to buying a house. There was a time when the concept of a down payment was not even a thing, and now people cannot even save up enough to pay for a down payment. Inflation has affected housing charges, but it has also spiked rents, which have increased social problems like homelessness. The population of homeless people is only increasing day by day, and who has to be blamed? Well, we know one of the causes is housing costs. But what happened was that in the blink of an eye, the housing charges spiked so much. Let us look at the reasons. 1. Imbalance in demand and supply. We all can see the imbalance that has been caused in the supply and demand relation of housing. There are not just enough houses to buy as compared to the buyers. The high demand and the low supply have also contributed to the spiking of housing costs. But why suddenly houses have been scarce? There are also a lot of factors contributing to it. Millennials have entered their house buying age. Imagine a whole generation after buying houses. You can imagine the demand. And we understand very well what happens when the demand increases but the supply does not. The second reason for this imbalance is the growing population. We all know the population is growing at a very large scale, but the land is not. Like every other issue, there is because of population. This issue is also very powerfully dominated by it. We can expect land scarcity in the far future if the population is not controlled in time. Lastly, how can we forget about the inflation in building costs? The inflation of COVID-19 has affected the construction and building charges. Due to this, the construction rates have decreased in the last 3 years. This has also contributed very strongly to the imbalance of the demand and supply chain of the housing department. 2. Investors. Investors are hogging up most of the houses and other properties only to rent them or sell them in the future for profit. Now, this reduces the number of houses available to buy in the market. The investors are also the reason why housing prices are going up. They intentionally create competition in the market and then sell affordable houses at increased profit. Not only do they imbalance the demand and supply chain, but they also intentionally contribute to inflation in housing property. Slowly, the investors investing in houses are decreasing, but changes because of this would not be seen very early. Before things can be any better, they are going to be way worse. 3. Interest rates hike. Up until recently, when interest rates were low, people did not hesitate much before buying houses through housing loans. But this is not the same anymore. You can visibly see the difference in interest rates in today's time and 5 years ago. This has affected middle-class people in the worst way possible. They only have housing loans as a choice to fulfill their dream of having a house, and sadly, slowly this also being taken away. 4. Multiple rental options. With rental options like Airbnb and VRBO, homeowners who were even slightly interested in selling their properties have started using their property as an income source. Any property that house owners were going to sell because of reasons like moving to a different city or any useless property. They now invest some money, hire a new people, and have a rental property ready. Rental options give them a reason to not sell their houses. This has contributed very strongly to reducing the overall housing availability. The same goes with PGs and hotels. Houses and properties that homeowners can easily sell are being converted into PGs or hotels as an additional source of income. PG and hostels are considered to be low maintenance and easy paying, which makes it the perfect side income for them. 5. Government regulations. Government policies have restricted some areas from being residential locations. This has either led to hikes in the nearby places or has created a shortage of possibly new housing and eventually led to more housing availability. 6. Low increment rates. If you closely observe the data, you will realize the market rates are going way higher than the salary increments. This makes the average population hard to catch up with the inflation. This is also a reason why it is hard for millennials to survive, let alone buy a house. Although these are very reasonable and valid reasons for inflation in the housing business, you and we both know these are not the only reasons. With the increase in housing prices, owners are also very reluctant to sell their houses. But why? If the market has never been so good for the sellers, then why don't homeowners sell their houses and earn a profit off of it? Well, we will tell you why. There are 3 reasons why I feel homeowners do not want to sell their houses. The first is financial advantages, emotional attachments, and market concerns. Let me explain what all of them means. 1. Financial advantages. One of the prime reasons why homeowners do not want to sell their property is because of higher mortgage rates. If they sell their existing property, then it will mean giving up on their previously low mortgage rate and having to pay higher mortgage rates for their new property. Inflation in housing prices is also a primary reason why homeowners are reluctant to sell their houses. It is rather impossible for them to find a new house at the same rate as their old one. No one in this economy wants to pay extra money for something that they already have. Selling homes is also not very easy or affordable. With the complications of moving out, selling houses also includes realtor fees, moving expenses, and staging. Looking at the comfort and ease they get at their homes, it is pretty obvious why any homeowner would not likely sell their house under any normal circumstances. 2. Emotional attachments. Building or buying a house is a dream for many. Since childhood, it is taught that after studying and securing a job, next comes having our own home. With such strong connections and emotions, no one wants to sell their homes, especially their first home. They build deeper connections with their homes after renovating and decorating them. It is like they created their safe space. Having a home is not only about the rooms and the walls, it is also about building a community in the neighborhood. It can also cause emotional hurdles for someone who will sell their home. 3. Market concerns. Market concerns include finding a new home they can afford in this market, or whether it will be worth selling it. The fear of an economic downturn makes homeowners worry as if they might undersell their houses. Some homeowners also do not sell their properties with a constant greed of getting a high price in the near future. With this greed, they keep on hogging up properties even if it is of no use to them. Well, all these are the reasons why middle-class people are struggling to find affordable houses in today's economy. It seems in the near future, owning homes will be a limited luxury for the rich. Even if the prices keeps on rising, there will not be a scarcity of capital for the rich, but middle-class people will surely suffer. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think it will change soon? Let us know in the comments below. If you liked the video, do let us know by dropping a like, and also hit the subscribe button if you want to make sure you get all such videos.